WIFTVPN. WIFTVPN. WIFTVPN.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Chicago famous with Mike Love and Diz.
The destined legend himself, Leon Rogers.
Yeah.
What's going on, Playboy?
Man, listen, honored to be here with radio legends, man. Two brothers I looked up for and patted my success.
You walked away from your day job
said, what?
and you went straight in the
Man, brother, first time somebody called me to do the gig, they was like, hey, I got my grandmama's 85-year-old birthday party. She's turning 85. She has a brain tumor. I mean, now she's not going to be able to hear because she's in a coma, but she'll be laying in the room, and we just want the good vibes. Well, what is it? $75. We need you to do an hour. I'm there because of the passion. I wanted to do the comedy.
Yeah.
So I quit. But when you quit that job, and the job I had was decent. My father, every young black man should have a dad or a father figure in his life.
Yes.
When I say he went off on me.
My son works.
When I told him I quit to do comedy, my mom, mamas is always like, well, that's good, baby. You spread your wings. Realizing what God wants you to do.
Right.
My father like, you got to be the dumbest son of a bitch in the world. I can't believe you came from my ball sack. $65,000 a year. Me and your mama combined only make 80. You dumb mother. I mean, going off. Like me and my pops actually kind of fell out.
Old school black fathers, old school mindset. They came up working. They know how hard it is.
Hands knuckles black. Hands look like he worked at the steel mill, like he was dipping them in the lava. So he pissed. My hands manicured.
He's super cool and he know kung fu.
I'm clean. I work on computers.
Drives a $5,000 car and wears a $100 suit.
Right.
He like, I'm out here getting lung poisoning from inhaling all these steel mill fumes and touching people's mail. Look at my hands. I can't even pick up a fork and knife. Your mama got to cut my food for me. And you want to quit to do some damn comedy. He hell.
Chicago famous. 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
What's up, good people? If you didn't tune in to the last I Said What I Said, here's what you missed. Special thanks to Love McPherson,
And when you talk about object sex, you and objectifying that woman, you glorify pieces of her. And let me tell you something. If you think that doesn't matter, it does. And I'm going to tell you why it matters. I looked at a video and I was looking at these young boys, these teenagers, and they were like, do you like black women or white women? I like white women. I like white women. And first I felt some kind of way. Then you know what happened to me? I started listening to them and they said, why did you like the white women? Because they'll do anything for you. Yeah, the white hoes.
Bitch, you is a hoe. Oh. Bitch, you is a hoe.
And I thought pornography has elevated what the white woman will do for you, the objectifying of her. And this is why we don't realize, even in our spaces, the black man is shut down because he doesn't know the power of his seed like the white man knows the power of his seed.
Oh, look. Just like milk.
He doesn't realize that you sitting up there coming into my neighborhood, objectifying my white women because you say they do it better than your women is a problem. They don't do it to them, but they won't bring that out, and they will not allow you to do that to their women.
I said what I said. Urban 2, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson, and I'm running for U.S. Senate for the state of Illinois. I would never give up on inclusion and equality, prison reform, reduced property taxes, and economic opportunity for all. I want to get to know your neighborhood and the problem that you face every day. And I want to serve every man, woman, and child in the state of Illinois. A vote for me is a vote for you.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
WIFTDP.
Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
Good morning, sunshines. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Esco.
Good morning.
My bae is back. I was missing you yesterday.
I know, we miss you.
I always miss you.
Because when we see your face.
Oh, look at that.
I'm a believer.
I'm a believer.
Okay. And I was doing Bruno Mars when I saw your face. Oh. Because you're amazing just the way you are. But you are a believer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Old soul.
Oh, yeah. We both went there.
Right.
And I love Bruno Mars.
I was stuck in between two songs, though. But that's the other good song, too.
That is a good song. Boy, I love me some Bruno Mars. Lord Jesus. Completely not a relevant point, but I had my face made up. I was doing some filming yesterday, and they put eyelashes on me. And clearly, you guys know I'm not like a makeup aficionado, right?
Right, because you're naturally beautiful.
Thank
blah
you.
blah blah.
So I take the makeup remover and I put it all on my face, and then I wash my face. This is like 2:00 yesterday afternoon. I think that this part of my eye still stuck to this part from the glue, from the eyelash. Like
how long were the eyelashes?
No, they weren't Q dogs. They were.
Hell, they were just regular little.
It's too early to make me cuss. No, but do you see that this little piece right here keeps sticking to the other piece?
I thought you were winking. I was like, I know I'm your good friend, but I thought you were like, hey.
Hey, real talk though, it's some big stuff happening in Chicago. It's yeah, I can't tell you a whole lot, but just know it's about to go down. Just saying, put that out there a little bit. Good morning, sunshines. It is Thursday. Is it Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I put the right day on the thing?
Oh, okay. I didn't even drink last night.
I was like, wait a second. It is Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday. It's going to be nice outside today. Man. Today and tomorrow, like in the 70s, both days, almost 80. That's super dope.
I'm excited.
Happy birthday to my nephew's son, Brennan Jamal. It's his birthday.
How old is he now?
Happy birthday. 27, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah. Man. Oh, and he got a
He's
big
like
old fat,
7,
juicy baby. He's got a little girl. She's so juicy
cute.
and fat. Lord God, you just like a little ham hock. I don't even eat pork. And it's Teddy Riley's birthday. And I just got off the phone with him, and he is going to come see us behind the brown door on Tuesday next
Jam.
week.
Oh, Jam. Yeah. You know, Teddy's one of my favorite people in the world. I love Ted. Anything that man does, like, I love
Musical
Teddy
genius.
Riley. He is. But he's so nice, too.
He's a good person.
Guy is, like, one of my all-time favorite groups, and I actually had a moment. That was when I was an intern when I first met them, and I was like, wow, I'm standing here with Guy. And, like, especially Teddy. But,
One of my best friends in the whole world. I was just like, hey, happy birthday. And visit us at What's in It for the Black People meeting.
And what did he say? He said, no problem, Dawn.
He said, I already sent the picture for the flyer.
Yeah.
Tuesday, behind the brown door at Teddy Riley. How about that part? And who else's birthday? It's somebody else's birthday. I can't remember, but I won't forget. We might get tipsy today. Is it Thursday? Is it Tipsy Thursday?
It's gonna be because we're gonna have some wine today.
Thirsty Thursday. I like that. Yeah, we're gonna have some wine today. We have Earl Greasy, the artist, Hubbard, joining us a little bit later, and he also is a wine vendor or creator, curator.
He owns his own,
and it's what, Black Feather Wines.
Yeah.
Black Feather Wines?
Yeah.
So he said he was going to bring us a little sippy sip. I said, bring your tattoo thing also.
Not right. And so he has to go, right, I did talk to him about that, but he has to go over, like, I guess some policies, and then he wants to come back to do that. So I don't know. He's going to talk with you to see what we can and can't do on the air. But, yeah, he got you.
Very cool.
He got you.
I know I love tattoos. My mother don't like them, but I do. Got a few. 7.
You have some, though, in places that would hurt really bad.
Yeah, and it's Dana's fault because he's the one who held my hand when I got the first one.
I'm too scared. I've had people like, no, we'll give them to you. I'm too scared. I don't even like, I cry almost when I go get blood tests. I don't even look at the needles, and I almost cried. I went to go get a COVID test because I had been around some people, whatever, a few weeks ago, and I was like, let me just be on the safe side. And I went, I set it up. And the way they had it set up at the mobile, you do it yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't.
And I was like, I didn't even want to do it because I'm
a swab.
Yeah, it's a swab, but they go over the rules and they say don't go all the way back. Swish it around like 5 times and stuff. And I was almost upset with myself, but I was like, okay, it's not a shot. So I was, and the lady was like laughing. She's like, if you get mad at anybody, you're going to get mad at yourself. And I said,
and I told Mr. Millhouse because I went and had an antibody test because call it crazy. I would like to know, like, after the fact. I don't want to know in real time.
Right. No.
Having a COVID test, I don't want them to say positive. But if they say antibody, I kind of feel
like it's been in the past. Yeah.
Distance from it. So I do the opposite. So I went and had my antibody
and I had
test.
One of those because I had my regular blood test. And I was like, could you just throw that in there? And they were like, you're fine. But then just being around with my mom, I've been going to my mom's a lot more, and and just being around a few events that I did, I was like, let me just be on the safe side.
Your mom's super dope, by the way.
She loves you too.
I'm one of her favorites though. Me and
but too, and she's still thinking, and it's funny too. Like when you really, my mom always liked you. My mom's a very good judge of character. It's like when you get, how you get into it with one of your friends. Like your mom is kind of the same too. Like they're gonna be defensive. So if something bad happens, they don't. If you bring up that person's name again, they're like, no. But But even too, when you see your friends coming out at like funerals, things like that, and even with my dad, my mom, saw like my close friends who support you even during those type of times. So
yeah, she's super dope. But yeah, antibody not present.
We'll have her mom's call in for.
She had to dig in her own. I was like, that girl. I had to get one.
Because I asked her, I said,
know how far they pushed that little baby bottle brush?
And they said they don't even need to do it. They said you just do it and swish it around. So I just put it back there. I was like I was trying not to pay attention, but I'm not good. I don't even look at needles.
It looks like me too. That's where I get this right here, this little antibody. They do it. I have a place you can go to.
When we do Spirit Week, we're gonna have all our mommies call in. That'll be fun because your mom.
I don't know if Barbara should be on there.
No, well, she will.
She's subject to say something.
No, your mom is great, and she's so. We still have to talk about the thing with the Ellen show. I still feel bad to this day.
Oh, did I tell you my mother loves Ellen, and Lisa loves Ellen. Obviously, her name is Lisa Ellen. Lisa's dream job is the Ellen show. Ellen DeGeneres.
I'll work for free and get 5 other jobs. That's how much I love Ellen.
April Fool's couple years ago, Lisa puts this long thank you. I'm leaving Chicago. I got my dream job. Talking about Ellen. My mommy goes for it.
Well, so well, because I wanted to play a joke, but I was like, okay, people are going to be like, well, good luck, Lisa, but the joke's not on them. So I said, you guys know how Ellen is. Ellen is so generous to everybody that she's doing something really big. And one of my first things that I'm doing is coordinating a celebrity boat cruise to whatever I said. And I said, we're going to include the airfare, all taxes, of course, because people think, of course, the detailed person in me, I'm going over that, you and a guest. So I said, to be fair, the first 30 or 50 people that email me will be able to get a chance to get you and a guest, everything including taxes all paid for a week. And I put this whole trip together. And then at the very end, I put, April Fool. Well, people didn't look at the April Fool part. And even to this day, people were, Lisa, I got show stuff for Ellen. This is months later. Dawn's mother's like, Lisa, I hope I could be one of those first 50 people. And I was like, oh my God, this is like my other mom. I didn't know how to tell her. I was like, Mom, it's an April Fool's joke. I felt so bad.
Right.
I felt so bad.
How dare you?
But everybody else, and I was like, did you guys read the bottom? Like for everybody else, I'm like, duh. Did you read the bottom of it? But not for Mom. And then it was so silly. I couldn't think of an April Fool's joke like another 2 years ago, which was 2 years after, and I did the same joke, and it still worked. People are still sending me stuff like, Lisa, I got show ideas. I want to dance on Ellen. Could you get me tickets? I'm like, it's an April Fool's joke.
Do you think that was a little devilish?
But I was trying to talk it in the world.
Maybe she should go to Australia because they're bringing the Tasmanian devil back. Maybe you should go
I heard about that. Tasmania, right?
No, Australia.
That's like the first time in 3,000 years.
They literally are intentionally bringing the Tasmanian devil back.
They
like
returned to the mainland.
They returned back home. They're back
down
home.
under.
It's going back down.
And Ellen's wife is from down under. So maybe I can go.
That could go another way, but
well,
I'm going to leave it alone.
I wasn't meaning it, but I just want to go out there. I probably wouldn't even make it through the show. I'd probably lose it. And I don't lose it that often.
My daughter went to Sonia.
I know.
Hooked my daughter up. She went.
I
to
saw them in
show.
the audience. I watch every day, so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still on? Good for Ellen.
It is.
It is. And she explained everything. Yeah, of course she's back on.
Her ratings aren't what she usually is or does, so it may have affected her. Hopefully she'll bounce back.
Yeah, she will, but that's because people are so quick to think what they want and come with their conclusions before you give somebody a fair chance to say what's on their mind and explain situations. And she still takes responsibility for others, because her name is on the show. So, and that's the thing, you always have to give somebody at least a fair chance to explain themselves before you prejudge things.
Cancel culture.
Well, it's relevant. I still say I stand by my statement that she said a statement. I don't, and I like Ellen. I still don't think she took complete responsibility. She kind of did like Steve Harvey did and kind of put it on the people that work for her. She didn't own it, in my opinion. Let me just put it in the context of a parent. If my children do something that is totally opposite of the way I raised them or intended to raise them, especially while they're still under my watch, 15, 16, that falls on me. I can't say well, they were outside and they did that. Let's use Maze, for example. If I while out and do something that misrepresents his platform, it really falls on him. Absolutely, it's my action. But at the end of the day, it's on him. And so he has to even own, I know I'm a grown-up, but he still has to own that and apologize because it is his platform. So I'm thinking when you're the boss. You're the boss. You're the producer, the creator.
Right.
You're getting the biggest bag. Own that shit and move on. Because I think for me, it's easier if you just own it than to try to wiggle your way out of it.
Well, and the way that I think she handled it, because I don't know if you watched the first couple episodes, when she explained things and said, what, I am responsible. I have to put myself and really go back there. Maybe it set the platform for a lot of other people that maybe aren't aware of what goes on backstage or behind the scenes. Because there's so many things when you do TV shows, even some of the news stations here, when I've sat back in the green rooms and when they say stuff, like half of them don't know everything that's going on. And so maybe this is a way for everybody else to say, you know what, let me check my staff. Let me see what's going on. Let me do this and do that. But some of the stuff was a little outrageous, saying people can't look Ellen in the eye. And she started laughing to the audience, saying, well, you guys can come up here, but don't look at me. Like, she's just not that
live.
person.
It's a different dynamic.
It is.
You're Russian and everybody has attitude sometimes because it's like, do it live.
Yeah. And maybe it'll pave the way for, like I said, for other people, because people don't, even in radio broadcasting, people don't know what goes on sometimes. And when they hear things, it's like, wait, that all took place in those years. And people are like, whoa,
Honestly, if you don't like it, leave.
Wait.
It's a job. You have a choice.
You do. However, the responsibility of and the environment and the culture belong to the boss. The tone. Oh gosh, I wish I could remember. Somebody told me this just yesterday. Leadership, you have to create a space for people, and it is your job to intentionally make everybody in that space feel have equity, be respected, feel respected. That is right. There is no substitution for that. You know what I'm saying? The leader sets the tone for everything that happens, and in the same vein, the leader takes responsibility. That's
which a lot of leaders, a lot of leaders don't. A lot of leaders are like, "Look, this is my way. If you don't like it, get out."
Yeah, shame on them. Shame
exactly.
On them.
So
I think I prefer humility over everything. So if somebody just said like, just own that shit. Like, own your shit. We all mess up. I messed up. I'm sorry. I think what troubles me more than what happened is that it keeps happening. So are we not learning from the other people that it keeps happening to?
So like the problem's here. So the problem that I see since I started working here, I'm going to just have to address it to Maze. He's got Coca-Cola, not Pepsi. So, I mean, I was going to leave, but I said, you know what? Let me stay here because I've been really weaning down on the Pepsi, trying to drink more water. But I think I'm just going to have to bring some Pepsi and show people, look, you know what? It's not Coca-Cola.
Or
because I know Maze does Maze, I believe, I think
Coke.
we had a joke about that back in the day when we worked together. He was a Coca-Cola, I was a Pepsi, so.
And Esco drinks RC.
You like RC?
What is that RC your
well, growing up,
okay.
RC was only
we used to like
because it was 99 cents.
It still is sometimes.
Well, no, it's not. I was in Costco the other day. I was going to buy you some. They have it in Costco. RC. It's the first time I've seen it in forever.
I'm Dr. Pepper kind of gal.
See, I don't like Dr. Pepper.
I'm a pepper. You're a pepper. She's a pepper. He's a pepper. Yeah. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Wouldn't you like to be a Wifdom family member? You can like the Maze Jackson page on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. And guess what else you can do? Can I tell y'all something? May I? Mother, may I?
Let me have a Coke and a smile. Go for it.
I feel some type of way when I look at my broadcast brothers and they got like 99.99 million shares. And this book right here got like 60. I'm competitive. So I'm going to do my Mike Love voice right now. Share, and we'll be right back.
WIFTBPM.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Boys, step aside. The Radio Rookie is in the building. The Book of Dawn, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on What's In It for the Black People Media.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Chicago famous with Mike Love and Diz.
The destined legend himself, Leon Rogers.
Yeah.
What's going on, Playboy?
Man, listen, honored to be here with radio legends, man. Two brothers I looked up for and patterned my success.
You walked away from your day job and you went straight in the
Man, brother, first time somebody called me to do the gig, they was like, hey, I got my grandmama's 85-year-old birthday party. She's turning 85. She has a brain tumor. I mean, now she's not going to be able to hear because she's in a coma, but she'll be laying in the room and we just want the good vibes. Well, what is it? $75. We need you to do an hour. I'm there because of the passion. I wanted to do the comedy. So I quit. But when you quit that job, and the job I had was decent. My father, every young Black man should have a dad or a father figure in his life. Yes. When I say he went off on me. My son works. When I told him I quit to do comedy, my mom, mamas is always like, well, that's good, baby. You spread your wings. Realizing what God wants you to do.
Right.
My father like, you got to be the dumbest son of a bitch in the world. I can't believe you came from my ball sack. $65,000 a year. Me and your mama combined only make 80. You dumb mother. I mean, going off. Like me and my pops actually kind of fell out.
Old school Black fathers, old school mindset. They came up working. They know how hard it is.
Hands knuckles black. Hands look like he worked at the steel mill, like he was dipping them in the lava. So he pissed. My hands manicured.
He's super cool and he know kung fu.
I'm clean. I work on computers.
Drives a $5,000 car and wears a $100 suit.
Right.
He like, I'm out here getting lung poisoning from inhaling all these steel mill fumes and touching people's mail. I'm like, look at my hands. I can't even pick up a fork and knife. Your mama got to cut my food for me. And you want to quit to do some damn comedy. He hell.
Chicago famous. 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Hey y'all, this is Salim Muwakil from Muwakil's World. In case you missed the last discussion, this is what you missed.
There was a time when there was a large-scale mythology that African people had no endurance. We were only good for sprinting.
Right.
And that was our forte. Other than that, we were useless in marathon races. Establishing your patrimony on the land. If you bury the dead, that means that this land is forever in your family.
Who are our ancestors, really? We are the living ancestors to a whole genealogical line going back hundreds of thousands, millions of years that we carry within us living today. Everyone who preceded us. Mm-hmm. However, that conception took place, whether it was violently, with rape, or whatever the case, but we are them living today.
That's why it's important to understand our capacity, man. Our capacity is unlimited. We have unlimited potential.
Absolutely.
So make sure you tune in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1 p.m. on What's in It for the Black People Media.
You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard.
Well, what was the power of the Bible? Most motherfuckers couldn't read. So the Bible legitimately changed the world because motherfuckers began to learn to read. And once I can learn to read, wait a minute, I can question some of this bullshit you talking
What school you go to, though?
It don't matter.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Well,
I went to Dunbar.
Yes!
That's how Dunbar. Oh, it's good. People disrespect the city schools. This Chicago. And I'm a motherfucking genius.
And that's on period.
Shout out to the mighty man. Nah, I'm just playing. But seriously though, think about it though, right? The Bible legitimately changed the world, right?
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard live on What's in It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
WIFT PM. 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 WIFT-BP.
Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
Welcome back. You're listening and watching the Book of Dawn, viewing on YouTube, right? YouTube and Facebook. Listen, watch, view, tag, share, all that. If you didn't hear, we are excited. We're going to have I hate saying greasy because I want to say greasy, but that's not the same shit. So we got greasy. You know, it ain't easy being greasy. It ain't. Oh no, that's cheesy.
It ain't easy.
We have
being greasy.
Earl Greasy, the artist Hubbard, general manager of Nine Mag. Y'all know what that is, right? If you're in the tat family, if you know what that is, and if you're not in the tattoo family, you should get in it.
Mm-hmm.
Join us. They're addicted, so don't. Maybe you shouldn't. If you don't have one, don't do it now. Because once you get one, you never catch up to wanting all
I
the
love
rest
watching, seeing people do, like, I love seeing the artwork, like when I watch Black Ink Chicago and just seeing people in action. I mean, sometimes it scares me, like, but when they do the coloring and stuff, it's cool.
Now, he also has a winery,
Yeah.
Black Feather Wine, and he's going to talk about that and share a little sip. We go a little sippy on Thursday, a little sippy sips.
And he's got his black art dealer. He's an art dealer. I mean, he does everything. He gives back to charity. He does artwork. He does. Hopefully, he's bringing me my painting. Speaking of libation, hey,
as he walks,
for me,
big old painting. And then check this out. Then tomorrow we have Maurice Mahan live in studio. Oh shit. Live in studio. Well, after the long break, I took a nap. After tomorrow, we have who is that in studio? Maurice Mahan, who I affectionately call Mahan. However, he is the singing. Oh, if he come in here tomorrow, do Sam Cooke? I don't know. I ain't gonna be
sing,
right.
Yeah.
Maurice Mahan tomorrow. We're gonna talk about sex next week with Gina.
All things oral.
I'm nervous about
all things
that.
oral, right? Right. Don't start talking about bring the white girls. Right.
I'm super nervous and excited about that, but I don't ever. I use Oral-B dental floss, so I'm a little scary.
And then Tuesday, of course, Teddy Riley,
legendary.
Teddy Riley. I mean, who doesn't like Teddy Riley? Who doesn't like something attached to Teddy Riley? From Guy, Rex and Effects, Blackstreet. Everything he's done for everybody.
Johnny Kemp,
Michael Jackson, Teddy Riley has got his hands on everything.
Yeah. He the creator of a genre of music, and he's only 54.
It's the new Jack Swing.
Yes,
TR is his name.
Great. Now you don't even because we can do karaoke all day.
Because it's jam, jam. Teddy will jam for us.
My fantasy.
Betty.
Yeah, that is a jam. I wonder if he'll get up and perform. He's in Vegas, so it's going to be really early, and he usually goes to bed about this time. But he's going to have to wake his ass up on Tuesday,
I'm
right?
excited. I got art.
And then just got Dave Jeff.
Yeah. And we have
architect
Sean,
and brand creator.
He's amazing. Dave Jeff is great. We also have Sean Higgins, former NBA superstar, and he's a coach and doing big things for the community.
Fab Five. He's Fab Five.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's in Vegas, too, so he's going to have to get up early as well.
Yeah. And then we got Sam Silk, radio legend. And Sam has a brand new book out. Plus, he's got 3 restaurants. And I heard he's doing some stuff back in Chicago.
Oh, yeah. He's got the docks.
Mm-hmm. That was before. No, he's got Sam Silk's fish and chicken and fish.
Oh,
he's got 3 restaurants in Cleveland.
Okay.
And he's got 2 books. So he's doing really good. But he also comes back home to Chicago because he comes home to do some big events.
Gotcha.
So.
You said chicken. I remembered the other birthday. Charmaine Rickett, owner of Uncle Remus. It's her birthday.
I
Happy
gotta
birthday,
try that.
Charmaine.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, sister friend. Before we get greasy, before we get a little greasy, I got a surprise for you, sir. Let's talk about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, who I adore.
Speaking of giving back to the community and doing something good, I love Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, he's going to be honored with People's Champion Award at the 2020 People Choice Awards, which is great. He's been hailed, of course, a natural leader. He's going to be recognized for his contributions to entertainment, his support of charitable organizations such as Feeding America and Covenant House. He's also going to be honored for his support of the families and friends of the late George Floyd, Rashard Brooks, and Sequoia Turner. So they really want to give him this wonderful icon. Jennifer Lopez is going to get a People's Icon Award.
She's so dope.
Yeah, for her contribution to music, film, television, and fashion. Now, there's only been 2 winners in this one, which was Jennifer Aniston and then Bridesmaid star Melissa McCarthy the previous year. So,
I can rock with that.
Yeah.
I love I don't love her. I like J-Lo a lot.
Yeah.
And Tyler is...
I love Tyler Perry.
He's
just a great human being. And your girl, Megan Thee Stallion, Justin Bieber, they lead the nominations in all the music categories, followed closely behind with Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, which I like.
I can rock with all that.
Gaga, I'm a Lady Gaga fan, yeah.
Big, super duper fan.
Yeah.
Tyler's balling. He's got a runway.
He's just one of those people, but you know what? He comes to the defense. I think he even did it with when they had the stuff going on in Puerto Rico. I mean, he's one of those people. He was like, we have problems here. Here, let me get my plane. And he will fly people. And he did that with some of these deaths with the families, like for George Floyd. I mean, he just doesn't even bat an eye. He's like, okay, we need help. Let's bring this stuff. Let's bring these, when he did that for Puerto Rico, he was bringing people back and forth. And, he just helps. He's just a good human.
He is a good human. He definitely, his level of community servanthood is next level.
Maybe I'll have my award show, Lisa E's Good Human Awards.
Oh.
That might be something good because you could be a good entertainer, but he's a person that's just a good human being. And that's going to segue into our guest because he does a lot. He gives back a lot of his artwork and he donates a lot for the community. And I mean, he's a grinder. He works his butt off, but he gives back too.
I think he has a highway or something named after him in Georgia. Like there's a Tyler Perry Way or something.
Oh yeah.
Going towards his new studios there. Yeah. And like I said, he's got a landing strip on his property.
Man.
Like, yeah, he is next level.
He definitely is.
Hey, Tyler, I know you're listening. Holla at the What's in It for the Black People Media. I think we could collaborate.
I'm going to call his people because I was the first person in Chicago, for the record, that was able to get him the interview when he did his first plays.
Those were good. You talking about Medea?
I don't even know. It was Medea wasn't even born yet. I don't think. I think it was. I don't even remember. But he was still new, and I had to convince. Hey guys, they're doing something good. Because they didn't want people doing plays unless they, paid like different type of fees for advertising. So.
Dope. Well, let's hope he's taking Ginkgo biloba because he needs to remember that so he can be on the Book of Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, his memory we should. Yeah, that would be dope. Teddy Riley and Tyler Perry. That's next level-ish. It's company in here. Y'all know I'm going to curse at some point, so I'm just going to do the emoji. Also, guess what I heard?
What?
Sister Act 3.
Yeah.
Coming.
So, speaking of fun, right, because Whoopi Goldberg, I mean, and it's so funny because sometimes, there's different... Whoopi wears different hats, and sometimes you like her, sometimes you don't. But
love her all the time.
Sister Act, though?
Unapologetically herself. I have to rock with let me not say anybody, because I don't rock with dude in DC, but anybody else unapologetically themselves.
Now her movies, I will say, from Ghost to How Stella Got Her Groove Back, of course, The Color Purple, that's like one of my all-time tearjerker.
Right. To beat me. No.
Right. So
that's how we're gonna go to break.
Right. Speaking of other movies, so she appeared on the Late Show with James Corden Tuesday night, and she was talking about her possible return to her character's sister nun Dolores Van Carter in Sister Act, a third installment.
So excited!
Now they haven't done it since that was 1992 Sister Act, 1993 Sister Act 2. But they can make it happen. She's like, she's like, you just listen, have some bad singing, great singing, okay singing. Nuns, what's better than that?
Yeah, I'm with it. They need to be singing some of these nuns, especially with the scandal with I almost cussed, with the church. They probably need some good energy, some juju. Okay, I'm gonna mind my business.
I have a joke, but I'm not gonna say it.
Lisa don't like when I say shit that come in my brain. She's always looking at me like,
wait, I gotta.
This is look at what the producer is always doing. Just look at her face when
this might be a bad joke, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So, what type of a sex life does a priest have?
Ooh, this is probably
none.
good.
N-U-N.
Just
joking. I'll be at Zany's for 3 shows. Just jokes.
That was good.
Just jokes.
That's good though. Girl, they hitting that. I'd rather them hit the nuns than the baby boys. I mean, it came out. Sorry. I didn't even I couldn't catch myself.
Well, we'll take 3 Hail Marys and we'll be right back. Is that what you do? Hail Mary?
Yeah, yeah. You talking about like Colin Kaepernick?
No, like when you get in trouble and for doing bad things.
No,
like
Hail
that.
Mary.
Oh, you're doing Hail Mary like NFL. Okay.
I
thought you said take 3, like say 3 Hail Marys or something.
I'm not Catholic. I'm Lutheran.
Okay. See, I don't know. Right.
But maybe I
got to atone again. Yom Kippur was last week. I got to atone again for everything.
I still want to talk to the people because I'm trying to figure out how y'all get to atone one day and 364 more days you get to just raise hell.
Take 3 matzo balls and call me
in the
tomorrow.
morning.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, go grab your mimosas and
or grab your
or grab your.
Because we gotta go get some drinks.
Let me see that. No,
we gotta go get some.
Oh, you got it, Mark. Go grab your black feather or whatever other brand that you don't have black feather.
Because you get orders.
Get your cocktail and come back. We might be a little tipsy when you come back, but we'll be back. We're gonna pay. No, we got. We rolling. Esco said. Run that.
So we can bring our. Okay, we don't have to take a commercial. Okay. So let's. Okay.
So you can do the introduction while I do the technology.
Okay. Right,
you be this. I'll be Mike Love.
If not, we'll just have to go call Daddy Mays. Right. And I'm so excited because he did some artwork for me. But everybody knows. I mean, he is just all over the place from being the general manager at 9 Mag. Featured on Black Ink Crew Chicago. He is a native of Auburn Gresham. He's done tattooing for like 7 years. He has his wine that he's been making for 5 years. He does his artwork. He paints. He sells. He has the founder of Black Feathery Winery. Black.
Say that fast.
I didn't even drink. Times. Black Feather Winery. He is just a good guy, and he does a lot for charity. He does a sip-in paints, which is coming up. We're going to talk about. He's just got a lot going on. So give it up for Earl Greasy, the artist, Hubbard.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the Book of Dawn. You are officially in the book.
Hey.
Ooh, that's one for the books. Ooh, keep it going, girl. Freestyle. Or no. Look. Welcome. I just got to start and say this. I know one of your first girlfriends very well. You know a girl named Robin?
That's a good friend of mine.
She said she loved you when y'all was 15. She said, I loved him when I was 15. Yeah, I said, okay, well, you're only 17, baby. She said, but he's married now, so be careful when you say that. Be respectful.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Auburn Gresham.
Yes.
70.
77th and Emerald, Block off Halstead.
Okay.
Born and raised.
77th and Emerald, huh?
Yeah.
By St. Leo.
Right by St. Leo,
okay. Yeah. You know they used to play bingo at St. Leo on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in the rectory, all the kids hung out.
Uh-huh.
I was one of them kids.
Check you out.
7715 South Union.
Yeah.
You know Teddy Laws? He lived on 77th and Emerald.
That was my
It's Halstead Emerald Union, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was my stumping ground.
Yeah.
I'm still
Robert. He calls himself Robert Laws now.
Okay. If he's still in the neighborhood, I'm sure I know him.
Yeah, dope. So you remember RGB's.
Yeah.
Okay. And Miss Robinson's Candy Store on 79th, on 78th and Halstead.
Yeah.
Do you remember Metro Music used to be over there, or am I dating myself?
You know
I might be a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom could probably not to throw you under the bus or anything, but I'm sure.
I'll take a hit. I'll take it. Yeah, but yeah, that's okay. I know the neighborhood well. I saw that your winery address was on over in that area. I was like, wow, very, very dope. And now it's totally off subject, but you know, there's a community back there that they built, transitional community right off of SOS Children's Villages.
I actually have a good friend that stays there, and she's adopted a couple of kids, and she's an awesome lady.
And it's an awesome program. Yeah, we support our charity, Millhouse Charity supports the work they do. And the introduction, they have had several STEM events and events right there in their building, their event space there. It is a very dope community. Welcome to the Book of Dawn.
Thank you for having me.
Lisa was excited to have you here because she said that you love the community.
I do.
You're from the community, and unlike some, you make certain that you give back to the community.
Indeed.
Can you share with us was that from your mother, or what makes you want to sew back into your community?
I guess that's just how I grew up. I grew up with a grandmother who was teaching Sunday school and participating in all of the auxiliary organizations, and then a mom who my mom now, she just helped plant a community garden over in Inglewood on like 69th and Morgan. She gets up every day and goes down to the church and cooks for the kids who are in they have a program for children who don't have anywhere to go while their parents are at work, so they can do the remote learning. So just giving back, I was raised to, if you want to have a blessing, you should be a blessing. You know,
Say that.
So that's just kind of how I move.
Well, I think that's important, and I wanted to start with that because that's the beginning of how you grew into success. Being humble and making certain that you don't forget where you came from, and reaching back, I think, is the beginning of any huge successful person or entity. And so typically we start on the front side, but Lisa was really she really appreciates what you do in your community, and so I think that for me shines the brightest.
Right, because I know how you are. Because
Yeah.
Dawn's the same way, and people gravitate like that. I can't, and no disrespect to anything that you said, but I don't really drink, but I keep staring at the wine. Like, are you guys going to open it at some time? So
we are going to open it. And speaking of the wine, you celebrated 4 years. It's 4 years this year. Is that?
Yeah.
I was doing a little research, and it looks like you started this back in 2016. Yeah. So as a wine drinker, she don't drink, but I ain't no alcoholic, but I drink every day. No, I'm just
right. But he told me, he's like, Lisa, just make sure you don't really make plans after the show. Yeah. I was like,
So tell me, what varietals are you? You're red and white?
I'm doing reds and whites. We've got some Zinfandels. We've got some Rieslings. We've got some Pinot Grigios. Different flavorful things. I know quite a few people are fans of the drier, more old world wines, if you will. But I like wine that is good and highly drinkable and flavorful, and we kind of dubbed it the soul food of wine. We want it to taste good and feel good and have a good time.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now, and I will say that I personally, but my palate is a little bit more mature because I've worked in restaurants and nightclubs for a considerable amount of time. But I do know that there's a market, particular of people that prefer sweeter, not dessert Moscato, but a little sweeter, less tannin kind of flavor.
Now, what kind do you like, red or white?
I like champagne. I the word love. I don't want to say that, but I like champagne a lot. I prefer vintage over non-vintage, but I will drink Prosecco. If I drank white, I would probably say like a Montrachet, like a Chardonnay.
Are you fancy?
I'm trying to look up. I'm trying to look up in Webster. Like, so isn't there a difference? Because one of my friends, he said he likes the red sweet wine. Is there a difference? Like, do you do all that? Is that like a difference?
I do sweet to semi-sweet on the reds. Right now, I don't really have any dries. The thing with making a dry wine, the maturity process is a lot longer. You're looking at maybe 6 months to a year and a half. Whereas something like this will take me maybe like 2 months. It's delicious, it's drinkable, and it's ready to go. But as I grow the brand, as we expand, we're probably going to move into those avenues as well.
Do you do any sparkling?
I have not yet.
Okay.
Once you put the bubbles in, then you have to be okay with the feds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh,
now, do you pick the people that step on the grapes?
No, we don't step on grapes anymore, man. No,
I just keep thinking of the Lucy show. Remember that episode when Lucy was jumping out all the grapes?
I'm curious though how a man from Auburn Gresham decides he wants to make wine. Where did that even inspiration come from?
I visited California and I visited wine country a little bit, and I tasted some varietals that didn't really suit my palate or the people who I know drink and enjoy wine. And I returned home, and Cooper's Hawk opened up, and quite a few of my friends were frequenting that place, and then I began to hear about different instances where they felt kind of tolerated instead of celebrated.
You can say that on this show.
Yeah,
this is definitely the show and the platform
I don't know the
say
particular
it.
circumstances. Okay,
Yeah,
but
there's
I
a few of them. Low key, Ruth Chris is closing. We didn't feel tolerated, accepted, or appreciated at Ruth Chris. So say what you say.
Yeah. So all of these things kind of just led to me saying, I want to do something that belongs to us. So I took a wine class. Shout out to my man Greg over at what's the name of the place? It's been that long. Wild Blossom Meadery.
Oh, it's like a venue and
over there. Yeah, he's a great guy. He put me in the game and showed me a lot, and I just started kind of making and donating and just seeing where the flavors would go and kind of my thing with it is I've taken my time and I've grown it organically because I want the benefits of the brand to be reaped by our people in our community if I can make that happen.
I love that. Now, having been in the business, I know distribution is difficult in our city, specifically, not the state, but the city of Chicago. Distribution is different than the suburban distribution. How what's the process for you trying to get in consumer-ready places?
Well, we're not really store yet. We're kind of going more along the lines of doing donations and working with, we work with a few. I've worked with Amani Pearl's community development organization. We kind of just donated some cases and let them do some things at their gala. I work with Men of Purpose Mentoring Group. We kind of donated to them and helped them out. We did a Mother's Day event a couple of times with them. So it hasn't really been a for-profit thing for me right now. I've been able to get some returns from it, but I don't know where it's gonna go. I just want it to be a benefit to our people. I want to see some kids in some classrooms with some computers that Black Feather helped to make happen.
I did. Cheers to that.
That type of stuff.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. Open the thing, right?
Look at the little wine.
I'm just excited because I don't drink, but I'm excited right now. I think just with all the stuff I've been going through, I was like, I do need a drink.
You did you put something on your tummy? You need to eat a scone or put on to something. You can't drink on an empty stomach. Okay. So when we take a break, bite a cracker or something.
Okay.
You can't. I'm not gonna have you in here sloshed. Okay.
The
mother will not be cussing me out. So that's exciting. I feel like I don't know that I know another Black wine curator and vendor in the city, and specifically one who is primarily focused on making certain that they sow into the community. So that in and of itself is a whole show, and wine learning. I think that all people, young or old, should learn about wine. I think that part of that experience of knowledge it's necessary. I know that lots of meetings are held, in drinking atmospheres. A lot of big business deals happen over cocktails and wine, but America is like, no disrespect to the fight against alcoholism, but America makes wine and taboo. When you travel to Europe, kids drink table wine at 16 and don't necessarily become alcoholics. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the Caribbean, children drink. When you come to
that's because we make it taboo here. When I was in a youth group in high school, we went to Israel for 6 weeks. Of course, we as 16-year-old USA kids, we're not supposed to drink, but in Israel, there's no drinking age at all, but they don't have any alcohol problems. But you had to be 13 to get into a video arcade. That was another story. But we of course we all drank at these bars, and they were like, don't be around the the chaperones because we could get sent home. But they don't have problems in other countries because they don't. I think when we make something a problem, like if people said, oh my God, if we find out you eat green beans, you're going to be arrested, then everybody's going to do it just to be defiant.
Yeah.
Not me, because I don't like green beans, but but you know what I'm saying? I think when people say you can't do something, same thing with like marijuana now. Now nobody really talks about it because it's not that major anymore.
Yeah, well, it's legal.
Yeah,
for the most part. I mean, not federally, but definitely. Yeah, that'll be soon, as it should be. I don't know anybody that's ever died from smoking a joint. I definitely know my brother had cancer from cigarettes. Okay. So let's talk about tattoos.
Yeah.
Are you an artist as well as the GM?
I'm a tattoo artist as well. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a school for that? Can you go to school for that, or is that something you learned on just on the fly?
Well, I went to school, which is kind of like frowned upon in the industry, but I drove for CTA for 10 years, right?
Okay.
And when I quit driving the bus and I was like, I'm going to tattoo, everybody said, you crazy, you quit that good job. So in my mind, I said, I need to go to school and learn the right way to do this if I'm going to dedicate myself to it. So yes, I did go to school. I had a great teacher. I learned a lot of things that I still use to this day. And it kind of puts me and the crew a cut above the rest because we have been officially trained.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely I mean, not to say that you can't be, you're not born necessarily with a talent. I think having instruction is necessary overall as an entrepreneur, right?
Indeed.
So that knowledge, some of the Larry Roberts that owns the barbershop. Barbershop and school. He's got schools.
Larry's Barbershop.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing wrong with going to school and making certain that you learn the process.
Right.
You know, my husband's an engineer. You learn the process. Even if you have I am great in communications.
Okay.
I still went to school for it. You know, so there's a lot to say about somebody who takes the time to go through the process to learn it, because there are some questions that you can answer or implement in your business that other people cannot.
I totally agree. But I mean, there's, of course, your talents are going to stick. You can't, either you're talented or you're not. It's like me, I went to school for what being in the entertainment industry, but you still have to have a decent voice. Just because you go to school doesn't mean you're going to make it. But, like for you too, being, having the 9 Mag behind you, even though your brand now is going to take you elsewhere as well, but being 9 Mag, people are going to flock to you guys knowing that that's a next level right there. It's like when we went to Columbia, hey Columbia, people that say you went to Columbia, it's going to put you at that next level before they even meet you. So
sure.
How did you hook all that? How long have you been doing the 9 Mag and your whole?
I came on board about 2 years ago. Ryan wanted to do a new shop. And I was over in the hood, kind of just, hustling, doing my thing legally.
Yeah.
T-shirts.
Legally, camera 3, right.
T-shirts and tattoos. And I had a couple of barbers working with me. And I had some business ideas. And we began to bounce things off each other. And I came on board. And it's been an exciting journey. For me, it's like before the 90s, there weren't really any African-American tattooers. Not any, great ones or known ones. For the most part, because in the industry, there just weren't a lot of people who were willing to teach black people to tattoo. Unfortunately, this is what the situation is. And I've had this conversation with, high up members of the tattoo community who have said it was wrong. So now we're trying to fix it. So I kind of look at us like the NWA of the industry right now. We're coming in and we're blazing trails. We have the biggest, I'm sure probably the biggest multicultural shop in Chicago. We've got about 12 artists now, 13 artists. We got some great, talented guys who, if they weren't tattooing and if they didn't have an outlet for this art, they'll tell you they probably be up to no good. Mm-hmm. Well, it makes us good to feel like we gave them a way to not only express themselves, but to take care of their families, and to be on a level where they're taken seriously.
Right.
As opposed to tattooing in the kitchen or, tattooing in the garage. So.
And you guys are open again now, because I know with COVID you guys had to close for a while, and I know the show, of course, Black Ink Chicago will talk about that too. Yeah. But that's still on furlough right now, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
but the shop, you
I
guys
think
are.
But the shop is open.
Yeah, I know it's open because my daughter's home for the weekend, and she tried to get an appointment.
Oh, okay.
for her and her friends. She was like, I said, that's crazy because he's gonna be on the show.
I was gonna say, have your daughter right, because I know some of the people there.
Yeah. So they said, tell him it's gonna be easy. One wants a son. It's 3 of them.
Okay.
Son. Somebody gets the moon and somebody gets the stars. That's they're near graduation, so they're trying to make sure they're ever connected through the tats.
I see you got a little ink over there.
I got
okay.
A little bit around here, about 7 of them.
Tat it up.
We gotta get this one.
Yeah.
She said, I'm scary.
I'm gonna open my pic during because he was on another show we did, and he was gonna he knows I love purple, so he was gonna give me a piece of his artwork, so he brought it for me today. So during the commercials, I'm gonna open it.
You have to do the big unveil.
Yes.
Here. What is really cool is that you took a leap of faith from what some would perceive as, security, job security, right? That I think, having an entrepreneurial spirit, you have to decide that this is what I'm going to do for me. And there are bosses and there are employees, and neither bad on either side. Everybody is not capable of the boss capacity. Some people don't. Some people do like the security of the job, the benefits, and to take that leap, knowing the risk, I think is what stands out a great deal. And then do things that non-traditionally people of color wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Go to school for tattooing, start a winery because they had an experience in Napa. You know what I mean? I just, it's almost an anomaly that you would take that leap and then do some stuff way out of 77th and Emerald. Yeah. I mean, when I grew up there was grass. There's not a lot there now, but
right.
But I think that for me is really quite remarkable.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, thank you, man.
So now you Nine Mag is the TV show Black Ink.
Yes.
Okay.
Black Ink Crew Chicago is the
Okay.
TV show. Nine Mag is the shop that Ryan owns.
Nine Mag. Tell me, is that a gun? Nine Mag or Magnificent Mob?
No,
Okay.
it's a tattoo needle.
Oh,
I never knew that.
The 9 mag needle is kind of a universal needle that you can use for like shading or coloring. It's a favorite of a lot of artists. So we went with the 9 mag.
Now, after all these darn
Yeah, I know
tattoos,
that.
I never knew that. I probably have had a 9 Mag on my arm.
Probably have.
Why does, completely off subject, why does it coloring hurt so badly?
Because you're saturating the skin. You kind of really have to work the color in there. And it just, that's part of the reason why I don't have much color. Because
Okay.
the color is a different level of.
I have some.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I probably won't do color anymore, but yeah. And then Lord knows you got to get it retouched because it fades after some years.
So where was the craziest tattoo that you ever did, like on a body part, to you? And like, what was the craziest thing that somebody ever asked you to do? Or one of the craziest?
I don't even know if I'm ready for this. I can only imagine, like the vagina.
Right. I mean,
Yeah, that's not crazy. Yeah, that's not crazy. I've had, I've done a couple of vagina tattoos, I guess. Yeah. Not like, like the upper,
like, so
Yeah.
not in the,
yeah, no, not
in the,
nah, not at all.
Not
Like where not in the people.
not where like a
Yeah.
gynecologist would go and
Yeah.
like.
This is Chicago, so not too much weirdo stuff.
Right, you'd have to be like in LA for that.
Yeah. I'd probably say the craziest. I had a buddy, and I guess he just wanted to really get this sexy tattoo for his girl. So it came from like his knee up to his ribs. But when we got around like the pelvic area, it was just, I could tell he was trying to be like,
Machismo.
yeah, macho, but at the same time, like, but I want it kind of right here. So it was a funny interaction. But the tattoo came out great.
I would want to have to see. I would want to have to. Because I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't know if he could. Mr. Millhouse better not come home with one from here to here talking about beta sexy.
Yeah.
No, it's actually not. But I digress.
Or did you ever look at somebody and be like you want to, if you had a guy that wanted some big tattoo on his back, but he had like tons of hair on his back, or somebody that or like somebody you're just like, somebody that wanted by their foot and you saw what their foot looked like and you were just like, get the chisel out. Like, have you ever wanted to just like throw up on somebody and not say anything? Like,
you've probably seen a lot of ugly
I've
feet.
seen a lot. And the only thing in the industry, we're concerned about is hygiene. That's the main thing. If you know you're going to get a tattoo, be fresh.
Especially in that region, ladies. If you're going southern Illinois, then you
take a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be fresh.
Use a wipe.
We're going to be in close proximity for a few hours.
Victoria's Secrets, right? My Victoria's Secrets.
There you go.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
No, I just spritz a little bit. Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, you definitely
keep it fresh, baby.
Keep it fresh from your mouth to your bottom. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All things oral.
Yeah.
Speaking of oral, can we pour some of the wine? Right. Are we going to a break? Oh, and Esco, you're going to have some wine too, right?
Esco, are you sippy?
Yeah, of course. I want to try it.
Yeah. We're going to have a little wine
She said,
tasting.
yeah.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn with Lisa E. Esco, and we are joined by, can I just call you Greasy?
Yeah,
okay.
Greasy is fine. Earl is fine.
Greasy, Earl, Greasy Earl. I was going to rap, but that's tomorrow. On What's in It for the Black People Media. We'll be right back. Stay with us. WIFTBPM.
Funeral expenses are costly. The Casket Store wants to help you save hundreds of dollars. You do not have to purchase a casket from the funeral home. Call now for a free in-home consultation. Call 773-445-6900. 773-445-6900.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or you can find them online at solobeauty.com.
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard.
You'll never breed a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Warriors, come out to play.
Shh. You hear that? And that's what's happening at every angle. They're creating paradigms where we can only raise feminine men. Whether they're homosexual or not, they feminine as shit.
Sure, because all masculinity is toxic.
All masculinity is toxic in a war-torn society where the dominant society is saying to your ass, we don't never want no warriors.
Right.
You bastards. Any book you've ever read, you can read the Bible, goddammit. When they go and they destroy some shit, they kill all the boy babies.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even want you growing up to think you're going to do some shit to me.
Animals do the same thing. If I come over here and I take over this village now or whatever, like this gonna be my pride. First thing I'm doing, killing the male boys, like killing the male babies.
Don't you even grow up with that?
Don't you even think about it. Okay?
Bitch.
Right. You ain't my daddy, you damn right I ain't your daddy. Fuck your fort, little nigga.
Fuck your fort.
You're not my dad.
Oh man, I laugh at this shit in public.
That's real.
I laugh at this stuff in public.
That's real though, right? Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard live on What's in It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
You can expect the unexpected.
We're getting pushed up to 200. Let's get these numbers up, people. Come on. We're trying to compete with Maze Jackson numbers, right?
We don't forget.
We lacking right now.
If you share it,
share the video so we can get our numbers. For God's sake, we're nowhere near Maze Jackson numbers. If we can get you guys to share, we can at least push 200 in the next 3 minutes. All right? By 3:45, I want us to be at 200.
Oh, yeah. This is the black portion of What's in It for the Black People Radio.
That we can do the
this
time.
Is the black portion, the blackest portion of the show.
It's What's in It for the Black People Media.
Chicago famous. 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Today's world requires first-hand knowledge of real international working. As a successful international businessman, I have achieved many goals and made many business friends abroad. International business can rebuild the middle class by creating the infrastructure to support small businesses through economic development funds and international expansion. I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Vote for me. Send me to Washington. God bless.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
We fun guy.
What's tomorrow?
Fun guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, you already know. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be telling you.
What's going on, Chicago? What's in it for the Black People Media presents?
I want to go higher. Oh, my God.
Call your sons, call your daughters, call your friends, call your neighbors.
The Big Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. We got what you need right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIFTBP.
Live from your studio. Media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn. Book of with Dawn Millhouse.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. Shouts out to our broadcast brothers yesterday. They really, really, really had a good time, and so did we. I was like, oh my goodness, the world is not ready for all four of us at the same time, but it was foolery at its best, and I love them. Super supportive. We're joined today by Earl Greasy, the artist Hubbard, general manager of 9 Mag, which is the Black Ink Chicago tattoo shop, CEO of Rebel Lifestyle Ltd. He's an art dealer. He actually is an artist and an art dealer, and a curator of wine, local wine, which is not easy to do.
Right now, speaking as a producer, we'll be able to move over to pour the wine, but we can't have the wine near the mics or anything. So
okay,
that's the producer and me. We got to make sure we just keep. So we'll keep it like away, but we'll stand back. Yeah. So when we sip,
we can do it over there,
and we can sip.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. So because I don't want to pay for nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I'd rather spend it on a bottle of champagne.
I thought we were gonna do it. But we can drink. Yeah.
So while during the break, you went to school. I didn't know there were schools for tattooing. What is that school local?
It was in Miami, South Beach, Miami, Master Tattoo Institute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And are there different levels of you, like, is there, for instance, if you paralleled it to college, would it be like an associate's, bachelor's, and a master's, or are there different levels of learning?
I think there are. Everybody I went with, it was just like a 2.5 month program, and they just sent you start to finish through the technical part of it, understanding the machines, understanding bloodborne pathogens, the skin, and different things like that. And then how you succeeded, I guess, depended on your talent level after the fact.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Bloodborne pathogens. That I think many people that don't get them, and certainly every time I get one, I always have this moment of anxiety. Okay. Making certain that the needles are right. Essentially like when you're in a dental office, right? You want to make sure that it's being used only on you, from you, because we know there's some grimy people out there that like jailhouse tattoo or whatever. Yes. And so is that something that the sterilization that's done, is there like 100 needle pack, or how do you maintain that? Because in the position of general manager, that responsibility falls on you for the entire operation.
Yeah. Well, everything is pretty much disposable now. So everything we use, with the exception of probably the tattoo machine, goes in the trash after every single client. And we've got a great cast, man. Ryan's assistant, Gina, she does a lot on the paperwork side. She does a lot of checking on the artists and making sure that they're following the protocols and doing what they need to do. We've got another guy, Shogun, the artist, who's just a veteran in the industry, 20 years in.
Wow.
So when he's walking around, if he says something to you, you listen, And it's basically just about making sure things are wrapped, making sure things are covered. You're not touching anything outside of your tattoo area before or after the tattoo, until you're done. And when you're done, you're cleaning, you're wiping. A lot of the COVID, the things that they've been instituting during COVID, we've been doing that anyway, because we've been a lot more conscious of, bloodborne pathogens and viruses, in the atmosphere or whatever. So we had already, a couple of weeks before all of this, most of our artists had started wearing masks and things just to be safer, because we want to give our clientele a top tier experience, and we want you to not have that anxiety when you come in and sit down with one of our artists.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I've been in some. My most recent one was in June in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and they were very much like that. Actually, they had private studios for each person, as opposed to being out like at Tattoo Factory, where you are like not close, but you can see the other tattoo happening. This particular one had little like office suites, if you will, which made me a lot more comfortable because then you get to see the whole process.
Right.
The sound is terrifying, but it really doesn't hurt.
So they were still using the loud, like the coil machine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Tuscaloosa now.
Yeah. Tuscaloosa.
But Roll Tide. So tell us about, I know you can't tell us a whole lot about the show because we can't spoil alert like that, but tell us how it is to work in reality TV. Life's a reality. Yeah. However, you work with, I've seen the show. Gets a little crazy sometimes.
Not to be confused, right?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy around there. It's crazy. I'm kind of behind the scenes more. You know, I came to help my brother Ryan build a business. I got a little camera time. I popped up here and there, but that's not really my thing. I try to maintain, especially with the artists, because we travel the country and we run into people and fans and they're all excited. I personally try to keep the guys grounded. I try to work with Ryan and talk to him and keep him grounded and just let him know that at the end of the day we're human beings.
Facts.
We're giving a show. We're it takes a certain level of trust to invite cameras into your personal life. So I've seen all of the cast members kind of struggle with that dynamic mentally, spiritually, all of that. So I just try to be the guy who is real all the time, and I try to put that into the artists, and I try to put that even into the cast members. Like when the camera goes off, be a person, be a blessing. Like I said, be a blessing to get a blessing.
Absolutely. But you are charged with managing an operation that sometimes can be, I'm familiar with reality TV, and sometimes it can be a disturbance to the foundation. And so how do you manage your clientele when they are in town and filming has to happen at your store versus your client flow? How difficult is that to manage?
It is a pain in the butt, man. Because production, they have a job to do.
Sure.
And they're all focused on doing that job. And I'm here and I have a job to do. And sometimes your job is interfering with my job, and we just, we bump heads. They don't really like me, but that's cool. That's not what I'm there for.
Somebody got to be the head.
I'll tell, get out of the way, or, why are you being mean to my client? We bumped heads a little bit, me and the EP, but, we get the job done. It's, to me, just to be a part of that, to have that type of platform around while I'm working. Like I said, I quit my job, and I didn't know what was going to happen, so I'll make it work.
Good
to be on that level.
And that's probably what Ryan saw in you is the ability, because that takes you the heavy. You know what I'm saying? And there I was like, don't go through him because he's the mean guy, but somebody has to keep the structure, right?
Yeah, we got
And I love that you guys are also in Chicago because it's always about New York, LA, Atlanta, but never really Chicago. And to see, of course, we know how reality shows are. They push certain things, whether it's the fighting and whatever. But the reality is you guys have dealt with a lot of situations like my guys, Don and Four, things they're going through, especially Four. Four doesn't realize, what Four, I don't know, Don, if you keep up, with some of the episodes, but, when Four was going through his personal issues, so many people were relating to it. And because Four is this, all the women love Four. Four is this macho guy. He's athletic. He's good looking. People were relating like, wow, he's going through this. So I'm not going to be as scared to come out with what I'm going through. Yeah. And especially when things are with any type of mental illness or depression, that's super important. And especially with guys, that have everything going for them, people don't ever think that like you would be a typical person, that you wouldn't be going through something like that. And I think it's definitely helped, from that part from the TV show. Same thing with losing somebody that you love, from from Ryan, with the loss of his sister and, her child. I mean, you guys deal with real issues, and people in Chicago, we relate. You know what I mean? It's I love it that it's not, in other cities. So it's
It's water.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's water on.
All right.
You can close it. It's water right now.
Are those for me? Excuse me.
Wait. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Dawn just got some flowers. Oh. Wow. What the?
How sweet is that? What the? Oh, this says Dawn, Millhouse, and Lisa. Oh, so sweet.
Oh. And I got
Sweetest day is October 17th. You know that's the man Valentine. Ladies, save your money. Next week you got to take
flowers. Wait, we got
single.
flowers, wine, and I got this. You got to see while you're doing this. I'm gonna hold up. I don't know if we can get this shot. Look at what.
Can we please make sure that we mention that advanced messenger service would not bring them and put them on the table, and that they was willing to put them on the floor? They basically told you
get your own shit, Negro.
Yeah,
facts.
Messenger service, fuck you.
That part, y'all heard that, but that was for real. Like he literally, Maze opened the door and showed him the table to put it on, and he put it on the floor, almost dropped it, and walked out like,
"Oh wow,
peace out."
Yeah, no, not peace.
What? Okay.
Can you hear this? Or turn it up. That part.
Oh wow.
Dang. So we got wine flowers. Can you guys see this? Esco, can you see this?
Oh yes.
So
Yes,
Greasy
yes.
knew that I love purple. This
My
he
daughter
actually
loves
made
purple.
this. This is going on my back wall. So Greasy, how long does
Beautiful.
something like this take you to do?
About an hour and a half.
Man,
Yeah,
this
start
is
to
just
finish.
amazing.
Thank you.
this
I'm
is
glad.
so
I'm glad you
big.
like it. I was nervous. I didn't know if you.
Oh,
if
I
you
love
were
it.
gonna like
Well, and he said he was going to make. We became friends through some mutual friends when he came on another show that I was producing, and I was like, I didn't realize all this stuff he had. And when he was saying he gives back, I was like, well, can you make me a little something? And he forgot to bring it, and he was like, I got you. This is not just a little something. This is going on my entire back wall. I've been looking for stuff. This is totally me. I'm like so excited. You know, like how you are like on the first day of school when you're a little kid and you got your new boot, your
You
new
laid out the
suede boots
outfit.
on. That's how I feel right now. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited.
Oh,
these beautiful flowers.
Wow.
All right, ladies.
Okay, Lisa and Dawn. I'm not jealous at all.
All right, ladies.
Wow.
I love flowers. Those are
Let's see.
beautiful.
Oh my God, these are beautiful.
so we get to see. Look, the unveiling online.
Wait, we should pour the wine now too.
Yeah, maybe while I read this.
That's perfect.
I can
Flowers
dim
and
the
wine,
light.
right?
You can dim the
dim
lights.
the lights
Somebody
down.
bring me some cheese. No. Look at this. Sweetest day is October 17th. And Boss's Day, we're going to have to get Esco and Maze some gifts October 16th.
Yeah.
Man, they're going to have.
read yours
Can we
out
re-gift the
first.
flowers? No, just kidding.
These are awesome.
Let's see.
And then we can put this over here.
Oh,
Read yours out loud.
this is so cute. This is from Eve Marie Bridgeforth. These are from
Yes.
Thank You, Eve. It
She
says,
put-
congratulations on the show. Love always. Thank you.
Eve
Thank
is
you,
just
Eve.
so, and she said continued success. Eve is amazing. When you go to one of Eve's events, oh my God, like everything is from the detail from beginning to end. She does like the most amazing events like ever. From weddings, sweet 16 parties, whatever you have, she makes your event seem like it is. There's no other event going on at all in the world.
These
Thank
are
you, Eve. These
beautiful. Shouts out to Henry Hampton, Floral.
I'm in a good mood. This is going to take me through the weekend between flowers, my. It's not really. Would you call it a picture? What do you
Painting.
call it? Painting. My painting.
Yeah. It's dope, too.
It's dope. I got flowers and wine. Okay, so wait, cheers. So wait, do you have
Oh.
the bottle? We can hold up
This
the
is,
bottle.
we're doing white. Yeah.
So yeah,
let me
give
see
it
the
a give it a
bottle.
whiff
We're
first. I
doing
want you to
white-
get
oh.
that aroma.
So okay, so tell us what you do when you do the thing. So you do we
I
do we
can't. Oh yeah, I thought you meant like the recipe. I can't give.
no. Do we like swirl this
She
around?
said
and
doing
smell?
the thing. A lot of shit goes real sexual real quick around here.
Yeah, and he would be.
Tell me what you do
if
when
I
you
was
doing the thing.
Doing the thing.
And
You-
he's the type I would be doing the
Yeah.
thing with.
You
Okay,
You swirl it
So,
around.
yeah.
That's what you
So
do
you
when
swirl.
you're doing
Hey,
the
that's
thing.
what I've been told. Okay, swirl it, and then
Come get you some wine, Esco.
See, I love this job. You know, because I get to work. You know, it's funny when I do my celebrity events. I get to work with some fine men, but they are all my friends. So now we just smell or we sniff, right?
Yeah,
Not
just-
smell.
right, just
You
give
don't
it a
want
little-
to. You just want
catch the soft
Taste
green
it.
apple notes.
I
This is a green
I
apple
was gonna
Riesling.
say, I promise you, I was gonna tell you this is great. You can taste it, and you know
can
what?
taste. Wait, you know the exact
green apple. You can taste the green apple.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh,
You can
apple
taste it.
Riesling.
Speaking of green apples, totally useless but important to me. my daughter did in elementary school. They had like an International World Day, and each classroom adopted a country. Her classroom in second grade was Australia.
Okay.
You can leave the mic on.
She
Come
had
on
to
in.
do a project
Leave the mic on. Just come on
about
in
something in Australia. That's where. Do you know that's where green apples came from?
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Wow.
There was like it was a cross pollination of apple seeds, and the green apple, the Granny Smith apple, happened first in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah. I just
Fun
again,
fact,
yeah. So that you might want to add that to when you do your tastings.
So now Riesling is always white.
Riesling is white, and it's typically sweeter than most.
Okay.
This if I had to put this on like a mainstream, I would say it was like Chateau Saint Michel. So it's not overly sweet, like Moscato, like dessert wine. This is good.
They're just talking, right? They're just talking to me like I'm taking
taking wine lessons. Yeah.
This is good. This is way better than Cooper salt.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want to say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I went to the tasting at Cooper salt and not threw up my life.
Threw up your life.
I went to I don't care for their wine at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do the wine tastings? Like, did you try John Legend's wine?
Did he have wine at the? Is this a joke? Are you walking me into a
No.
wall?
Cooper's Hawk. They do those wine tastings where they give you the little things, and I saw my friend do it. Yeah. No, John Legend has a wine that, and I know it's at
I
Cooper's
haven't been
Hawk.
there.
Yeah,
since
no, I
got
wasn't doing a
sick.
joke. Oh,
Okay.
no, I went with, and I was just watching, and they were trying. They had you get to pick one, or like you pay and you pick, and I was watching people. I didn't want to do it because.
I haven't been since I got sick. And this was early like 2010.
Okay.
And I got sick. Okay. I've been back to eat once or twice. The food, everything's different. I don't want to bash them, but
once you had that
I
experience.
definitely
flowers
will be at blackfeather.com, a text message or something, because my daughter's gonna love this. She loves Riesling.
Awesome.
This is good though.
I'm excited. This my whole day is made, and those are beautiful. These flowers, Eve. Thank you so much. She is just amazing. I'm so excited. This is man.
I feel like I'm drinking. I want to chew it.
Now, from this little bit, if I have one more little bit, you're gonna feel my head's gonna start.
Okay, well,
when my
drink
head
for
starts
you.
feeling
Cheers.
hot, don't think I have a fever. No, yeah.
I'm gonna drink for it.
I tested negative for COVID, so when my head feels hot, don't think anything. It's the wine.
It's the wine. I got you.
Here this girl go again. When my head feels hot. Let's go to break because I think she needs to. We got to spray her with some water. Your forehead. I can't.
Spicy.
You listen to the Book of Dawn, which is a reality show, Esco. On What's in It for the Black People Media. What was the name of that place that just delivered this?
We don't want to give up.
Don't call them for delivery.
Right. We'll just give you another place to go that we want you to go to, and that's our good friends over at Henry Hampton Floral. HenryHamptonFloral.com. Go to them. They do amazing work. I've been doing stuff with Henry Hampton for like 25, 30 years. They do amazing jobs. So
they are.
Henry Hampton Floral.
And
tell
thank you,
Lisa
Eve,
and Dawn
for
sent you.
Events by Eve.
Thank
we
you,
appreciate
Eve.
you.
You
Stay
are
with
the
us.
bomb.
We'll be right back.
WIIFTBPM.
Today, world requires first-hand knowledge of real international working. As a successful international businessman, I have achieved many goals and made many business friends abroad. International business can rebuild the middle class by creating the infrastructure to support small businesses through economic development funds and international expansion. I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Vote for me. Send me to Washington. God bless.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
You fun guy.
What's tomorrow?
Fun guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, yo, what do you know? know? What I'm saying? So I'll be telling you.
What's going on, Chicago? What's in it for the Black People Media presents?
I want to go higher. Oh, my God.
Call your sons, call your daughters, call your friends, call your neighbors.
The Big Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. We got what you need right here on What's in it for the Black People Media.
WIIFTBP.
Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. With Dawn Millhouse.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to the Book of John on What's in It for the Black People Media. And the name I was trying to remember that I couldn't was Advanced Messenger Service. Not a good look this morning.
No.
For real. And with my own eyes, he delivered these flowers.
No, but these aren't just flowers. These are like
roses,
beautiful
and
next
hydrangeas.
level flowers. See, and I already just knocked myself in the head with the headphones.
You tipsy.
A little bit,
She
probably.
She tipsy too little. Listen, it was disrespectful. So y'all let Advanced Messenger Service know that he could have actually put them on the table instead of dropping them and almost breaking them and having the water spill all over the place.
Yeah.
And even when prompted, there's a table there, he dropped it and did his hands like basically saying, get the fuck out of here. It was disrespectful.
How good it is.
Older, yeah, that is. Ain't it good?
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it good?
I never considered apple.
Yeah, green apple. That's green apple.
That's my favorite, Granny Smith.
Yes.
Okay.
I told, and now you know the history of how the apple became.
Right. Australia.
Yeah. Well, down under.
I don't go there.
You know,
No, they have big rats.
They do have big ass rats, but we do too.
Kangaroos.
And you didn't let me tell my rat story the other day. The rat that got the gold medal.
You wanted to send me a picture of the rat, and I told you the blood.
It was a mat that it was a rat like in Cambodia that was helping. He found like all these different sites for the what is it called, the that were blowing up, the where they had the things hidden, so
landmines,
like landmines, yeah, all the landmines, and this rat could detect them, and he just got a medal of honor. It's a real story.
A rat got a medal of honor.
The only rat that deserves honor is Mickey.
Mickey's a mouse, though.
And Ben. Okay, well then no rats. No
Ben,
rats.
Right, Ben.
Rats are not good in any culture. I'm gonna use my Italian.
Even Templeton. Remember from Charlotte's Web?
Well, maybe was it Ratatouille? That was rats.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, but Templeton was in Charlotte's Web. He was the one that helped get the things like the T-double-E-double-I-double-I-double-F-double-I-double-C. One terrific pig. Do you remember that?
I'm gonna go home and read that book again. That was a good book. Yeah, the Lady of 1,000 Voices.
This wine is so smooth.
Isn't it?
It is.
And don't you feel like
good right now?
Hey, don't let the smooth taste fool you.
Don't get.
I'm a lightweight too.
FYI,
so.
don't get fucked up in here. You got a long day ahead of you.
It doesn't get you wasted. It gets you wavy. You be a little wavy.
Mike Brown better get ready to get triggered.
This is Dawn Rush on West End for No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, this is good though, and I'm not like a wine person.
It is really good. So true to the flavor that I almost bit. Like drinking it, I'm trying to bite because I can taste the apple.
So would
That's
this
good.
be like if you have this a day, it'll keep the doctor away? An apple a day. Your Riesling a day.
You might need the whole bottle to get the whole apple, but hey,
See, you
it's
started
only
with- see?
4.5 glasses depending on the pour.
See, and it's white. Not all white is bad.
Yeah.
Some white is very good to start with. So.
Especially white wine.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. White table wine traditionally is white.
Yeah.
So, and that's like water with dinner in European countries.
Yeah.
Like having white wine, Chablis, Riesling, any of that is like part of. You don't see a dinner table setting without it. So, yeah. It is terrific. So how do you choose the flavors? And tell me, don't tell us your secrets, but the process.
Yeah.
Because when I think winery, I think barrels and underground caves like the Napa experience. But tell me how you make that happen right here in our own city.
Well, we do small batch, which is roughly about, every batch gives us about 7-8 gallons. You know, we do it handcrafted, no bunch of machinery, not a lot of preservatives, not a lot of chemicals. We got grape, we've got yeast, we've got fruit puree, we've got fresh juices, and we just put together an awesome combination that's all natural and it's healthy for you. It's good for you. A glass of wine a day.
True.
You know, and yeah, that's how that's pretty
And
much
so
it.
how long does it take from the start of that process to the bottling?
Yeah, you're looking at maybe like a month and a half to 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah, we like it to age just perfect. You know, we like the gravity to get just right before we stop the the yeast from
fermenting.
Yeah.
Because that's the longer it ferments, is that the drier it'll get, right?
Yeah,
Right. Okay. I'm still amazed that it's right here in the city. Because are there other ones? I mean, I know Cooper's Hawk and City Winery probably have some form of it, but that's a big production.
Well, there are small batch winemakers, beer makers all over. I know quite a few black winemakers, but none who really decided to like brand it and try to turn it into. Well, actually, I do. Love Corkscrew. She's
yes.
Yeah, she's local.
Yep.
So it's kind of like art to me. It's another form of art because every time I put the mixture together and I play with it and I play with the flavors, I come up with new and different things, and people enjoy them the same way they do the art. So that's the approach that I apply when I'm putting the wine together.
And I'm assuming, could be totally off here, but I'm connecting Black Feather with writing, a pen and tattoo. Is that how did you come up with the name?
Cause I just like everything black, man. Black on black.
You're on the right platform.
The black art dealer. I wear black every day. And Black Feather just seemed right. And if you look on the bottle really small, there's a shadow that looks like a blot of ink, and that's actually Africa. So
ooh, hot.
Yeah, so I just wanted to keep it solid. Man.
I figured I had I saw like a quill pen, that's what I was thinking when I was like, that's got to be connected to the.
Yeah, I wanted it to be elegant and artistic and all that good stuff.
Nice, that's hot. That's hot. Are you going to expand? So how many different? What is currently in production?
We got a red and white mix called 12 Play, which is awesome. It's awesome. It's the fan favorite right now.
Sweetest Day is coming up. That sounds like a R. Kelly song and a good night.
Yeah,
right.
12 Play. 12 Play is doing well. It's a red and white mix.
Interesting.
It's a Zinfandel and the white Merlot mixed together, and it comes off amazing. It's got hints of pomegranate, strawberry, a little peach in there. So people really like.
Now, and do you do tastings? I know that you guys do your sip and paints. I know you do that like once a month. You and Don from Black Ink Crew Chicago, and you guys have one coming up on October 25th. So do you feature all of your wines for that?
We do.
So people don't bring their own. You feature yours.
We feature ours.
Okay.
We usually do about 3 or 4 flavors. The people come out and have a good time. Black-owned venue, black DJ, black bartender, black-owned wine, and we have a whole selection of ladies who come out every month and they paint, they drink and eat wine.
So this is an all-ladies event.
How much are the tickets?
It's not. It's $50 a ticket. Yeah.
And what do you get? What do you get with the?
I've got 2 caterers. I've got my assistant who caters and my mom who caters. So delicious food is included. Unlimited wine, as long as we have it, is included. The DJ. So last time I tried to instruct instead of just do the stencil, and the DJ had the party so lit. The ladies were like, "Look, we just gonna paint what we want to paint. Stop interrupting him."
After I start drinking, look, picture right. What I say.
Right.
Yeah. So a great time, a great atmosphere, and we're trying to build a brand. Don said, let's put something together, and we making it happen. So
yeah, Don and 4, you guys were supposed to be on my shows before, so Greasy moved up there.
We gonna get them, man.
I know those are my guys.
So how often do you do the sip and paint?
We're doing once a month right now.
Okay.
We just did one on the 27th. That was really fun. A lot of people came out. Everybody had a good time. We actually painted a Black Lives Matter piece.
Oh, yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, so.
And this
do you do that at your in Auburn Gresham? What's your location?
This is on 90. What's that address?
9316 South Baltimore.
South Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah. Over east.
Oh, east side.
Yeah, on the
there
east
you
side.
go, Herb. There you go, east
and that's
side.
from 3 to 7 on October 25th. That's a Sunday.
Yeah.
So people aren't really doing that much anyway, so they can come out.
Yeah, tickets are available at eventbrite.com, or you can visit my page on Instagram, Greasy the Artist, and pick you up a ticket through my profile. But we're gonna have a great time. You ladies should come out. Come and hang out with us.
I wanna
And
go.
he said it's a Sunday.
No, this wine, I mean, the aroma, it's fantastic. And the finish on it, it's very
smooth.
Soft. Yes.
When
you expect the bitterness, it's not there.
Absolutely.
You get that soft fruitiness.
Yeah,
apple.
that's what I was going for.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, he did that.
And we'll definitely come out.
Your Instagram is at Greasy the Artist. Greasy, y'all.
Yeah,
like
Greasy.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got some questions to ask you.
Okay,
real quick.
let's go.
Salt and pepper or sugar on your grits?
Oh, it depends on my mood. I go both ways.
Mm.
Yeah, on the grits.
On the grits, ladies and gentlemen. Right.
Let's be clear. Gotta be clear. Ketchup or mustard on your hot dog?
Mustard, man. You know I'm Chicago.
Oh, there you go. See,
Well, you had us and you just lost. Soda or pop?
You know it's pop, baby. It's the Midwest, baby. Give me that pop.
Sneakers or gym shoes?
Oh, gym shoes.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
There you go.
He's losing me, y'all. He's losing me. Harold's or Uncle Remus?
Uncle Remy, what's that?
Oh,
Harold.
You don't know nothing about the
day.
sauce.
You know what? Give me another cup.
We got to go to the red. We got to go to the heart shit.
I'm getting
That's
hot.
my other one. I do.
Boxers or briefs?
Yeah, I gotta go boxers. I gotta breathe, man. You know.
Yeah, the people don't wear tidy white. No, not a white thing. Just
Oh, yeah,
tidy blackies.
because you said everything's black, but white people can still come to your event.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a little cream is good for your coffee.
Thanks for asking, Lisa.
Sometimes a little cream is good for the coffee. Can't we all get along, right?
Hey, I'm welcome at an Irish pub, right? I go to the Irish pub on St. Patrick's Day. and I
It's
have
quite
a great
early
time.
in the morning.
Or you can go see my Irish good friend in Chicago Cup. Maddie is a whole fool.
Or just know once you go Jewish,
your balls will never be bluish. I said it.
Right. Thank you. That'll come on Monday for all things oral. Right.
Oh no, I think
I need to sit. Hold on.
You know what?
Sometimes I can't with these girls.
Yeah.
I don't know who raised these kids. No, I'm just kidding. My mother's probably saying the same thing. Who raised her? Greasy, the artist, www.blackartdealer.com. So I'm assuming you do, obviously, commission work.
Yeah.
And then...
I don't commission, though.
You don't?
No. So here's what happened, right? About 2 years ago, Ryan was like, we were sitting around bored, and he was like, let's go to Michael's. And we went to Michael's, and he bought a shitload of canvases, and we came back, and I started painting, and I never stopped. And during the pandemic, I moved back to my private studio. And in my office at 9 Mag, I have a lot of work I did. So I'm sitting in there, you know, stressing over the pandemic, and I'm looking around, and I didn't have any art on the walls. So I did like 4 of these abstract pieces, and I put them on Instagram, and I sold all of them in like 3 days.
Wow.
And I wasn't even putting them up to sale, you know. So I kind of just went into overdrive. It was nothing else to do. All the clubs are closed. You're supposed to be social distancing. So I did maybe like 50 pieces this year, and people are really feeling them, man. It's been an unexpected blessing. But shout out to Ryan, because if he had never taken me to Michael's, I wouldn't have even picked up a paintbrush.
And Ryan, we need you on our show. We need Ryan on here. Yeah. But for I know some of your art pieces, you've donated them for like auctions. How much does something like that? What's a big number that you got for one of your pieces for like a silent or live auction for a charity foundation?
I don't get into the money part of it. I've got
So you just donated. They never told you.
Yeah, I donate. Newmoms.org has a gala coming up, and I'm donating a piece to them. And I told them, just come and get you a piece, and if it does good, it does good. You know, which I hope it does. I hope it adds some value to what they're doing.
Maybe we'll have a what's in it for the Black People Media. Our family. Can you bring the Sip and Paint on the road? Can you come over here and do one with our What's in it for the Black People Media family? We should do that.
But I need this wine.
Yes.
Yeah. It'll be
run that.
Oh wait, what was our thing? Was it Cubs or Sox?
Oh, Cubs or Sox.
Yeah, I'm a Sox fan. Southside. Yeah, I'm so Southside. You're a Cubs fan?
I'm about to get drunk.
I never would have pegged you for a Cubs fan.
Yeah. I'm a Chicago fan, but I prefer the Cubs.
Yeah, but the Sox are right down the street.
Yeah, but I was born in Cabrini, and then what had happened is I lived in Hyde Park, and now I'm back on the other side of Orleans, in the Cabrini area.
Okay, yeah.
I just have to go with the Cubs.
And I just didn't know geology.
She's high.
I'm high.
I didn't know locations. We were south suburbs, but we were a Cubs family. But if I knew the Cubs were like on the north side, I probably would have liked the Sox better. But I love my Cubs. But I don't dislike the Sox. And Kenny Williams, answer your phone.
Oh, did she just put you on blast?
Yes, I did. Kenny Williams, who I was like the first person that put Kenny when Kenny first came to Chicago. I was the first one that brought him on to do an interview because I was so proud of him. Kenny's just a really good guy. Kenny's done so many major things, and everybody's like, "How do you get Kenny?" I was like, "He won't turn me down. That's my dude." So
he's a good guy unless you're his ex-wife. No, I didn't say that. I did.
And the aroma of the
that was in my
apple,
May's voice. Here's 3 things. Before you book advanced messenger service to drop off anything, think twice, because I'm about to give him the review, and I'm going to call Henry Hampton and tell him what had happened, because that is an extension of them. Remember, we talked about the boss being culpable. That's an extension of them, because that's who they hired for delivery. Thank you, Events by Eve Bridgeforth.
Thank you.
Thank you, Greasy, for joining us.
Yes.
We got to have you come do a wine tasting with our crew here.
Okay.
It'll be probably more fun for you than, because it's a lot of personality in this family. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. Listen, let me tell y'all this. Stop getting distracted by things that have nothing to do with your goals. Okay? Stop getting distracted with things that have nothing to do with your goals. In other words, in the words of Mr. Millhouse, that's actually my words. It's not my monkey or my circus. You're not Ringling Brothers. If it's not your monkeys, it ain't your circus. Worry about what you worry about. The other thing I want to make sure that I tell you before you leave today is go to God first, not last. He can help you do it. He can't help you get out of it all the time. So know the order. You are listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. They're going to get triggered. We already kind of like set it off. Like Queen Latifah
I wish would.
Yeah, I wish it. Yeah.
Ready? Got ugly up in here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready for glass number 2.
Triggered with Mike Brown, On the Soil with Terrence and Eugene. It's so much going on in sports. I'm in happy sports land right now. So I know their show is going to be off the hook. And then Chicago Famous rounding out the 12 hours of informative, engaging, sometimes reality TV.
Oh, yeah.
Programming.
Mike Love and the Diz will love the wine. Yeah, Mike Love and Diz.
Mike Love will love.
Right. Mike Love and the Diz, right.
Tomorrow, Maurice Mahan and Maidi Senstack Rice from Chicago Defender Charities are joining us live in studio. Make sure you follow Greasy the artist. Sign up, go to that wine tasting. You might see 3 tipsy girls there. Not saying any names. We'll Uber though, right? Mm-hmm. Thank you for spending a little time with us. Make certain to use your words and actions to make an impact in the life of someone. Tune in tomorrow for the next page of the Book of Dawn. Peace and roll tide.